Hey everybody, this is Big Ian coming at you again with an interview with the Subnoise Sovereign, Daddy X. X, say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Happy summer. Hope everyone's feeling good.
Juggalos, we got a whole roster of questions to cover with X today, mostly covering the KottonMouth Kings' new album Sunrise Sessions, which should be dropping tomorrow. Now, X, the first thing I wanted to cover, obviously, like I just said, is Sunrise Sessions. Now, I personally have been highly anticipating this album. As soon as you guys announced that you were kind of going in a mellow direction with this album, I was very intrigued. And first thing I want to find out is just what kind of made you guys go in this direction with an album.
Well, we want to make the ultimate stoner album is what we're going for when we first went into the idea of recording Sunrise Sessions. We're going to make it super mellow and laid back, right? So then we went in the studio and we started recording songs and we recorded so many songs. We recorded over 60 songs, but then, of course, we felt like, we need to balance it out. We started adding some dubstep to it, some hip-hop beats, and try to find a nice, good blend where we could, and some of the dubstep stuff has a nice reggae tone, and then he has some more upbeat songs, and it just kind of taken on its own shape. And then we dropped the Legalize EP, which is a 6-song EP on 420, and then of course the Sunrise Sessions, the full length drops tomorrow, July 19th, and then we have a handful of. We have 20 other songs from these recording sessions that we'll release in various forms throughout the year and on an EP. And then we're doing this thing called the Nug of the Week on our website where you go to KottonMouthKings.com and sign up for the Nug of the Week. You sign your email address up and you get free music, a free song every week. So we're just trying to give back to the fans that have pretty much kept us live all these years.
Gotcha. Now, like you just mentioned, its release date, which is July 19th. Now, where can fans who want to pick this up pick up a copy?
Well, this had all the, you could get on iTunes if you get your music digitally. You could order it directly from the band at KottonMouthKings.com. You could order it directly from us. We have all kinds of different packages available. Some with like banners and T-shirts and pens with DVDs and bonus CDs and all that kind of stuff. And then you can get it at Best Buy, and there's a 5-song bonus disc at Best Buy, FYE stores. It's at all like the traditional, whatever traditional stores still sell CDs pretty much. Some of like the Walmarts and some of those don't really carry KottonMouth Kings just because of the lyrical content, but the ones that do, you can find definitely in the Best Buys and FYEs and different places, always on iTunes or directly from the band.
Gotcha. Now, are there any collaborations with any other artists on this album that we can look out for?
We have the song called Down for Life, and the only guest appearance on the album is Jared from Head PE on a song called Down for Life. Other than that, we just went straight KMK. We just felt like we just wanted we just wanted the album to be, all about the Kings, and that's what we're doing. And so Jared, who's been a label mate and on the front lines for years, the Head PE is the only guest appearance on the album.
Gotcha. Okay, now another thing about this release that really caught my attention is that you guys are releasing a vinyl version of this album with an awesome alternate art cover. Now, I don't remember you guys doing this, at least in recent memory. So when that happened, two things came to mind. One was, why did you guys decide to do it in general, and why did you decide to wait this long to release, a double vinyl edition of this album? Like, why didn't you do it with Long Live the Kings, for example?
Well, I don't think we did it with Long Live the Kings, but I know we have done it in the past with other albums. Like you get Royal Highness, you could get High Society, you could get a handful of the other albums on vinyl. Of course, the places vinyl is really kind of a collector's item, so it's hard to get into stores. But we like to have it just for the novelty of it. There's nothing like holding a vinyl album, so we thought this had like the classic feel of an album, so we decided to do a special vinyl for the Sunrise Sessions. It felt like that type of a record.
Gotcha. Okay, now you guys have been on a massive tour for a few weeks now. I know you guys are about halfway through. You're actually coming up, getting ready to play the Gathering of the Juggalos as well. So again, I know that you guys are out on this massive tour. What are some of the cities that you guys are still going to be hitting on this tour, and where can fans see the full list of dates?
Well, you go to KottonMouthKings.com to check out all the tour dates. But we're hitting all over the U.S. Of course, we're super pumped to play the Gathering this year. As always, it's just one of the greatest, weekends of the summer for sure. And we're playing the Seattle Hemp Fest this year also. We're looking forward to that. And we're getting all around the East Coast, the Midwest, West Coast. We're going all over this summer. So the tour just kicked off. We're in Texas right now, but we put together a show. It's all about it's a night with the KottonMouth Kings. It kicks off with DJ Bobby B doing the set. Then Dirtball will come out and do a solo set. Bobby B will DJ. Then Richter will do a solo set. Bobby B will DJ. D-Loc will do a solo set. Bobby B will DJ a little more. Then the Kings come out and do like a 2-hour set, and then they do some Kings Bait songs. And we just it's like a night with the Kings, but we put this whole visual, animated visual presentation. Like we have all these projections and crazy lighting that go along with it. That goes along with the animated theme of Stone Town, which is our website, and it's kind of animated stoner world, and we really use that as a theme for the whole tour. And it's blowing people's minds, and it takes the show to a whole nother level as far as visually. It just it makes it an entire experience, and it's super fun to present the music that way, and people are really digging it. So I think we look forward to giving the fans a great live experience when they come out.
So we've got a whole new KottonMouth Kings show out on the road right now.
Oh yeah, it's mind blowing, man. You guys are going to really trip on the visuals and the lighting and the whole presentation we're doing. Yeah, exactly. We just want to just kind of represent it in a really super interesting and trippy way.
Okay, will you guys be taking this new animated stage show you're talking about on stage at the Gathering?
We're hoping we could set it all up at the Gathering. Absolutely. Obviously, it's a festival with so many groups on it, so I don't know what our limitations are going to be production-wise. We're hoping we can pull it off, but when you play in a festival with that many bands, you don't have the liberties you have of when you're doing your own headlining show. So,
absolutely.
Hopefully we'll be able to pull it off, but if we can't, we'll still put on a great show.
Okay, awesome. Switching gears here a little bit, one of the projects that we haven't heard any news from in a while is the X Pistols. Is there anything new going on with this project, or can you just kind of give us an update on what's the deal with the X Pistols?
Well, the X Pistols was just a group we put together as just a hardcore punk group. It was something I wanted to do out of just passion and love for the music. I really didn't think about it anything other than putting out an album of punk music that I really liked. Dirtball jumped on board. We knocked the whole thing out. We shot a series of kind of live videos in this auto garage so people could kind of see it live. It's just a in-your-face, raw, live punk group, and just put our own little twist on it. And it'd be great to actually at some point do a little tour with the X Pistols. I'd love to do that, but for the most part, it's just something I just creatively wanted to do.
That was actually part of the reason I brought it up. In one of our last interviews I did with Dirtball, we got into discussing the X Pistols, and we heavily discussed the possibilities of X Pistol touring, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to bring it up with you again today.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to do some West Coast dates, maybe in September. I know I got a call from a promoter that wants to do it, but obviously KottonMouth Kings is always a priority. So hold on fast. I'm doing an interview. I'll be right there. KottonMouth Kings is always the priority, and everything else, like X Pistols, is a side project. I love doing it. It's super fun, but it's
the Kings will always take priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, tying into what you just said about the possibility of X Pistol dates in September, in closing, I wanted to ask, with this new record coming out tomorrow and you guys wrapping up this massive tour, is it late August, early September the tour is going to be wrapping up?
Yeah, early September.
Okay, so with all those things culminating together, what can we see happening next for the KottonMouth Kings? Another album you guys are going to be working on? Like, what's next for you guys?
Well, we take one day at a time right now. We just focus on one show at a time. When you're on the road, you just look at putting on the best show you can put on every day. So today we're in Houston, Texas. We'll focus on putting on a great show tonight, getting to Dallas, getting to Austin, putting on a good show, and just continue moving across the country every night, just putting on good shows every night. And then when we get back, we'll get back in the studio, and we have so much music that we recorded so much music in this last year that just keep going to KottonMouthKings.com, and every week you'll hear a new free song every week. And we're kind of moving towards really developing Stonetown, the website out as its own individual website that's going to be like an underground hub to hear all kinds of cool music and great animation. And we're planning on doing a stoner comedy movie this year. So there's a lot in the works for KMK, and we're just continue to have fun doing what we do. We'll just continue doing it till it's not fun anymore.
Okay. Any details you can give us on this stoner comedy movie you just mentioned, or is that still very early in its conception?
No, the script is written. It's called The Pizza Joint. It's a stoner comedy about a pizza parlor, and KottonMouth Kings all work. We're delivery drivers, and basically we start slinging weed out of the pizza parlor, and just hijinks ensue. So we're looking to get a lot of cameos in that of all kinds of people from the underground, and look for that coming out 4/20/2012. That's our slated release date for that. We're going to try and shoot it at the end of September through October.
That is one of the coolest things I've heard in a long time. I am highly anticipating that. Awesome,
yeah, we're
man.
we want to make it like just over the top stoner comedy.
That sounds absolutely epic, man. X, is there anything else you want to tell everybody listening right now?
Well, I just want to thank everybody that supported the KottonMouth Kings for the last 15 years, and keep standing behind us and allowing us to continue to make music and go put on shows. And we do appreciate all the support. We couldn't do without the fans. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Okay, awesome. Well, in closing, Juggalos, Juggalettes, this has been Daddy X of the KottonMouth Kings and Big Ian, and we're out.